Welcome to the Adelaide Beach Rome Extended Edition. So we've actually done, as you know, the Adelaide beaches. We're from Silver Sands to North Haven. Well, these are the other little bits that you are kind of beachy and watery that we're going to keep doing, okay? So here I am, I'm just heading to Garden Island. It's just down that way. And I thought I'd just show you where we come. So the palm trees over there, that's kind of the beaches over there. We've got a big massive bit of land, goes around a bit of a circle around to Port Adelaide. This is the end of Port Adelaide here. Over here, by the way, that's the Torrens Island Power Station. You can see those smokestacks a very, very long way. Well, how cool to be really, really close. And when you get over here, this is the Grand Trunkway. There's a road down there. Over here, this is what happens up this end of Adelaide. I'll take you to Garden Island in a minute. But what actually happens is we get into mangroves. And so there's really no beach up this end of Adelaide until you get to St Kilda, which I'm also going to go to at some point. But we're going to go to Garden Island. Again, just a view of the power station. You don't see that very often as close. And then just looking through to the, I suppose, the inner Port Adelaide around here. So the things that this place is famous for, kayaking. So we're going to get to that in a minute. Here we are at the Garden Island car park. Now, the first thing you notice is, see all those white spots? They're speed humps. So, there, literally 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 20 steps. Another one. That goes all the way, all the way down the car park. And to make matters worse, we've got one going in the middle here as well. As you can see, there's lots of tire marks on the road. Just trying to stop the donuts happening. But this is this is speed humps on steroids right here. Do remember there were no speed humps here, but now we have got speed hump up the speed hump up the speed hump. Anyway, let's head down to the water. Now I won't go in here, but this piece is pretty cool. This is the western end of the car park. If you wanted to hire a kayak, Adelaide Kayak Tours, I think they're called. This is where you come. And having actually done it, really recommend it, because you go amongst the mangroves and all the rest of it. So that's down the western end of the car. Let's start at the fence. What we're going to do, we're going to wander down this way. We're going to go to that boardwalk down the end there. So all of these trees you can see, they're mangroves. Now, mangroves actually grow in the water on the banks of the river. So a very significant conservation site through here. When you do go on the kayak, you go down that way, actually, and you go in amongst the mangroves. Now that's a really, really cool thing to do. You feel like you're in another world, you really, really do. You got to miss the overhanging mangroves. You just get in amongst it. Absolutely beautiful. And the kayak, it also takes you around here and around the other side there as well. But anyway, let's wander down this way. Kayak's waiting for somebody right there. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention about this area is the Adelaide Dolphin Sanctuary. So a lot of dolphins actually coming in here because it's sheltered. And the other thing, of course, to notice up here, again, the car park with the speed humps and steroids over there, it's just, again, the green. So this is a bit of an oasis in the middle of Port Adelaide, which is quite industrial. Again, Adelaide makes the most of everything that we can by coming in there just to set off the scene. So let's wander down this way. So down the eastern end, the grass just runs out here and enter mangroves. So many of them, and they just go forever, these guys. We're going to go onto the boardwalk, have another look at them, hey? There we go. Port River Dolphin Trail. So we're going to head out here. Whoever decides to do this needs a medal, I reckon, because it's absolutely beautiful what they've done here. As we walk out onto the boardwalk here, see how the mangroves overhang the water there. So imagine you're in a little bit of a channel. Perhaps look at the jetty over there as one side of the channel and the mangrove the other side of the channel, but you know the mangroves are kind of joining each other and you're kind of canoeing underneath those branches. It's really, really cool, really, really good. I feel like it's in another world. So these are the mangroves. A little bit of footage going around the corner here, walking I suppose east now along this boardwalk here. And as you can see, the mangroves just go forever. Power lines, because we're right near the Torrens Island power station, as I showed you before. And actually around the corner a little bit, there's actually a marina. There's a bit of a channel there actually, but imagine it like a quarter of the width. And you've got mangoes either side and you're getting through and amongst it. Absolutely beautiful. So you can see all those little things sticking up. They're the roots. And they're just a blanket of them all the way through here. Even in a place like this, we make the most of it in Adelaide. So, in a sense, the beach without the sand goes all the way around there. The next bit is St Kilda, which I might get to at some point, because I do a client out this way, so I can kind of do this before the shift. So this is Garden Island from this side. Also the Adelaide Dolphin Sanctuary. You can understand why dolphins come in here. Port River goes all the way to the sea, and so dolphins love coming in here. Port River dolphins are quite famous in Adelaide. Can be quite shallow depending on where you are. There's some shallow bits and deep bits through here. Like if you look over here, it's not very deep at all over there, and you know sometimes you get that a little bit out here as well. Like you can see a bit of white. You might not be able to see a bit of white through there. It's just a shallow bit of it through there. But yeah, so Garden Island. So here we are at St Kilda today. As it turns out, I've got a client that lives literally 15 minutes from here, but not for another hour and a half or so. So we're going to wander around St Kilda and show you what's here. We've got the St Kilda pub. And around we go. Well, just as you see, as we're walking from one end, we're down here. Mangroves, big part of St Kilda. It's not, you know, it's remote. It is remote, but one of the cool things about St Kilda is the playground. Now, there are some famous slides here. I think I'm right here, and that we'll go over and show you. Hey, who can remember the Monash playground? You know how it used to be. Well, I reckon the slides, you know those infamous slides, they come down here to St Kilda. 1, 2, 3 over there. School holidays today, so I've got to be a bit careful about how I use the camera. But there are some slides here. How cool are they? This is St Kilda Adventure Playground. And how cool is that? The St Kilda Playground. Sing places. I think one of the Monash slides ended up in that structure over there. Netting bits over here. Swings. Adventure Playground. And they've really done it up quite well through here. And a little bit of amazing thing over there too. So, yeah, great place to bring your grandkids, guys. St Kilda Playground. One last squid around. Slower. And I reckon that's one of the flying foxes that came from Monash too. Just there. I do remember as a kid going to Monash Playground and being absolutely excited we were going there. But, yep, one of the flying foxes made it here as well. I see this every day. Just mangroves in the middle of the water here, hey? Over the other side there too. And one of the things just down by the foreshore here, we've got this cute little boat thing that just beckons to be walked on, really. So let's just get around the sign here. So someone decided to build this here, which is pretty cool. Let's just go up the ramp and have a bit of a look up here, hey? Up we go. One of Captain Jack Sparrow's up here somewhere. You can go down there too. And you come up here, you start to see Garden Island's over there somewhere. That's the power station. Osborne's the white. Outer harbour over there. I'm going to walk out on that spit of land over there, by the way, and get a bit further out. Well, down the southern end of St Kilda, we've got this walkway just going out a little bit here, so we might as well take this one. There's a bit of a view going back that way. A little bit of a channel through here as well. Probably down to some boats that are moored down there somewhere, and the ever-present mangroves all through here, hey? It's nice to see boats coming in. We're at the water. Nut. Always good to see that. Just adds something to the whole scene, doesn't it? So we can't get any closer, but see all those black spots out there? They're swans. There are so many of them out here. Of course, we have black swans in Australia. Just something about this area that they like. So we have got a stack of swans and other bits and pieces like that guy there. I've never seen a swan out of the water actually. That'd be interesting to see. But yeah, swans. Little sign here. Warning, area beyond is subject to flooding. Well, what do you think about that? Yes, absolutely. What do you think the risk is today though? Do you think it's going to flood out here today? Oh, I don't know. I think we'll be okay. Again, I can't believe the number of swans out. A little bit more rugged out this end, but I do want to get to the end and just get this view out here, hey? But yes, we'll get down the end of this spit, we think we call it. It does get a bit more rugged. We're at the end. Okay, it's a bit of things. North Haven Beach is kind of over there. I shall go closer. Outer Harbour's just there. Then we move across here. Some of the grain holding stations. That white thing there, that is Osborne. That's where subs and frigates are getting built. It's no secret that it's there. Move down a bit further. Torrens Iron Power Station. And just to that side of it, we've got Garden Island and Kayak, and where we were last time. You can see why there's just no beaches through here though. It's just a big massive bay. Mangroves well and truly take over all the way around. Great view of the mangroves from here actually. As we head back down to the spit where we come. A little bit rough down this end guys actually. Have some good shoes on. Nice to see a bit of a boat just adding to the thing here. But right down the end of St Kilda Beach goes around there. You know, even though it may not be quite as pristine as the beaches, there's something quite unique about this place. I like the desolation feel of it, the sense of space, and the sense of, you know, not seeing anything man-made out here. I love that. Even the swan community that's here is pretty cool. One thing we didn't do last time was the mangrove walk, so I'm going to do that today. Now, when I went over there to start the walk, there was a gate and it says you've got to pick up a key from this place here. That place there. So it's basically car parks there. We've got the playground over there as well. So it's around this area here. So we're going to go and get the key. I'm going to do the mangrove walk today. Well, it's a bit of a marina at the end of St Kilda just here too. So just so you know, when you get the key, which is actually a flat plastic thing, you have to leave either a deposit or your ID. So I just left my driver's license with the lady there. She says basically just the key was just going missing all the time, so we had to get a way of actually doing it. And so here we go. We're going to go to the St Kilda Mangrove Trail. Now, this is something I always wanted to do, but you know, it's just so far away from home. But you know, Glenelg's not too far from here. So here we go. We're going to get out the key and we're going to go through the gate. It's probably a better view of the marina actually without the gate. Beautiful actually. And we're going in amongst all of this over here. Good to know. Just in case you guys are wondering, there is a toilet just here. So there's a toilet in the mangrove walk. Cool. At the back there, I think that's salt. It's becoming salt. There's just beauty in everything that you see. This is just quite beautiful, really. Tourists, I think you always get a sense of assurance when you see structures like this. You think, oh, there must be something important through here. Bit of water over there, salt bushes, salt marshes. And see all those ones there are no longer alive, but they're mangroves all through here. That's where we're walking in amongst. Can't wait to see it. So in we go. It doesn't cost anything. This is now free. It used to cost, I reckon, in years gone by. But no, obviously not now. This used to be the, I suppose, visitor information center. Oh, here we go. This is pretty cool. I'm guessing that, you know, mangroves go through a natural kind of process. These ones don't look terribly alive, do they? But still, how groovy is it walking through here? And the water is actually quite clear through there. So yeah, we're just walking through. How cool. This used to be quite a happening plot when it was first built. Not quite so much now, but still good to see it. Again, just got to get this footage right. It's exciting. How exciting. I wonder what's happened here with all of these mangroves though. It's interesting, isn't it, that this is actually what's happened. But still, the boardwalk, how cool is this? This is fantastic. So let's just keep going. Just looking at this sign here. So mangroves grow in salt water. But like other plants, they need fresh water to survive. So what the roots do is they take the salt out of the water. It's like we've got a natural desal plant all the way through here, hey? So isn't it an amazing thing to see that mangroves can do that? It's amazing. Just noticing though that in amongst the death, we've still got life. Just through there, right? I'm starting to get into more green now. Through the walk. And I think we're going to start going into green. In fact, going through here now, you can actually see that we're going to start going through green mangroves. So there we go. They're alive and well down here, aren't they? You got this beautiful little tunnel actually through here. This is like breathtaking. I'm really enjoying myself right now. So as you walk through here, and you see that, yeah, it's just really, really cool. Okay, this is really, really cool. When we went kayaking around Garden Island, you could actually pretend you're in a boat, actually, going through here and seeing mangroves either side. Well, that's what the kayaking at Garden Island's like. But this is really, really cool, this. This is not costing me anything, by the way, apart from getting here. So this is actually free. How cool. Well, unfortunately the walk's come to an end. We can't go any further. There is a bit of a loop normally, but obviously at this point it's not safe to walk through there. So the mangrove walk's coming through an end. But you know what? I'm really glad I did this. So, you know, if you're actually up the north, near Waterloo Corner Road, and you just feel like doing something a little bit different, just spend half hour, 10-15 minutes, half hour walking through here, because it's really, really amazing. It's a shame that I think because people aren't using it as much, the walk isn't as well used as it used to be. But you know, a little bit of it's open, and it's nice to be able to do it today. And so, short and sweet today. Let's go around. There we go. There's a view. Bit of sun happening. Yeah, so short, sharp and shiny today, but I'm really, really glad I have finally done this. It's absolutely beautiful. So I think St Kilda, you know, you do the playground, do a bit of walk around, then you do the mangrove walk as well. All of that can be done quite happily at St Kilda. And so thanks for joining me today for the Adelaide Beach Roam Extended Edition. I'm not sure where we're headed next, so I'll have to wait and see. Catch you around all.